Adol, we've entered the region known as the Cicatrix. What heading should we take from here, though?
Yes. All will surely follow once we locate that island we glimpsed in the reflecting pool. Not to mention that man we were shown.
Holy crap on a stick!
Adol! Dead ahead! Off the bow! An aurora! It's gigantic!
That's not all! Look just below it!
Seems to be an island of some kind.
Adol, it must be the one.
Aye aye!
Hey, Carja! Recognize me? Say something, will ya? Shoot. No luck. Okay, on to plan B. Kichi kichi dow!
I get that you're worried about her, but tickling is off limits. Each of us needs to pull their weight right now. So quit wasting time and come do your share of the work.
You're right. Okay. Leave it to me, Rosa.
And here I expected the events at the throne to leave everyone discouraged. These children truly are tenacious.
Go, go, go!
We're just offshore of the mysterious island.
It's beautiful. And yet somewhat unsettling at the same time. What a curious place.
We're making port over there, right, Adol?
Sounds like a plan. Let's get ready to drop bang. Kerr?
Huh?
And it's gone.
But why? How?
Everyone, off the starboard stern!
Are you freaking kidding me?
Well, there's a kick in the head. The whole thing just up and moved, Aurora and all.
I don't understand.
Perhaps the island we saw was simply a trick of the light.
It's gotten real cold all of a sudden. The topography in this part of the sea feels a lot more complex, too.
These are fjords, said to have been shaped by glacial erosion in bygone times. Their drifting flows and unpredictable weather leave the region devoid of much human activity.
Well, all the same, everybody should bundle up and keep warm as we sail through.
Good call. Any one of us could wind up sick. Anyone but Gren, that is.
Let me guess. You're trying to say I'm too slow to catch a cold? Well, fine. We'll see who's laughing when this goofball's the only one not cooped up in bed.
What a pleasant breeze!
Not again!
It's like a mirage.
Bifrost.
Bifrost. That's the name of the illusory sea from Norman myth, no? Legends claim it exists between this world and the next. Niflheim. Is there truth to that?
I couldn't say. This would be the first I've seen of it. But to think it would appear in Obelia Gulf.
Consider the way that island vanishes whenever we draw near, though. Do we know for sure it actually exists? Adol. You're right. We shouldn't just give up.
What speed!
Damn! I really thought we had it!
If third time wasn't the charm, I'm not too hopeful about the fourth and fifth.
What is it, Rosa? Is that a ship?
Judging by its distinctive shape and, above all, the size. Leela!
Yes. That is Rollo's Ark. I'm certain of it.
You did mention earlier that one of them had vanished without a trace.
What indeed?
Ah, come on, can't you tell? It showed up to give the Sandras a warm welcome.
Into the next world, you mean?
Oh, don't even start! You'll jinx it into existence!
Actually, Gren may just have the right of it.
He does. Wait, the Ark! It's slowly drifting in our direction!
So it is. Ha! That'll teach you to doubt me.
Rollo. But why?
Off the port side! It's the Balta Sea Force!
Pick a worse time, why don't they?
Jarl Grimson!
Time to eat!
Not bad at all.
Time to eat!
That's the stuff. Gotta love this flavor.
Delish! I could scarf this down for days. Now!
Take the shot!
This'll mop them up. Blast them!
Fire the cannons!
Rip them apart!
Fire the cannons!
The ship!
This'll clinch it!
Enemy fleet neutralized!
Yeesh. You sure put up a fight.
Just be glad that we sent them packing.
Well, it's for a fact that we just engaged the Sea Force's first flotilla. But Jarl Grimson's flagship, the Norgest, was nowhere to be seen.
Dead ahead! Another ship is emerging from behind the Ark!
A surprise attack from the Norgest! So the entire first flotilla was only a decoy? All hands, stay alert! The real battle's yet to come!
How do you like that?
Fire!
See how you fancy this?
The Norgest has gone silent.
Booyah!
I don't think it can go anywhere fast after taking all that damage. Jarl Grimson.
The Ark!
Seeing one up close truly puts into perspective how enormous they are.
They were constructed that way to deliver not only humans, but also flora and fauna from the flood. What's more, I suspect that this is the selfsame Ark Rollo himself had ridden. Yes, let's. Rollo went missing upon this very Ark. With luck, it will contain some indication of what befell him. Just so, Rollo's private quarters should be someplace within. If there are indeed any clues left behind, that is where we will find them.
Should be a good spot to rest. Looks powerful. How's this? Don't dodge this! Blast off! How's this? Not gonna make it in time, unless... Don't dodge this! Blast off! Team up! Blast off!
Karja, even after sealing her consciousness, she is still able to fight as one with you, Adol. Perhaps it is your bond as shield brethren that allows her to do so. We simply must find a way to save her.
How's this? How's that? How's that? Rage! Mana of fire! Blast off! How's this? Dodge this! How's this? How's this? Together! It should be a good spot to rest.
Rollo housed a multitude of flora and fauna within his ark. This section of it was presumably used to accommodate them. I do not know. So harsh and violent was the tempest that descended upon us. Our subjects and I could only surmise that it must have capsized.
Sorry to horn in on this heart-wrenching tale. Didn't realize this hull held so much history. Not that I give a picker's ass one way or another.
Grimson.
Well, if it ain't my however many greats, Granny and La Leela. You're looking fresh-faced yourself, Adol. You know, I held out a sliver of hope that the throne would tie this up with a neat little bow. Turned out to be a bust, though, eh? Ah, don't be coy, lad. You know the only item on my agenda. Now hand over Rollo back there. What's this? Old Grand sealed consciousness away or something? Won't do much good, aside from delaying the inevitable. Soon enough, she'll brush that seal off and strew disaster out every which way.
Carja is a living memento of Ilena. You ought to be cherishing her, if anything.
Carja is in Rollo's clutches now. Doesn't end with her either. That whore son robbed Ilena of her life. And her dream along with it. How's Warg holding up?
Never stood a chance. He's off on that one-way trip to Harside in Walhalla now.
I see. Well, good on him. It's been a long 10 years of us tearing up the battlefield together.
Your nose is running.
Huh?
Drop the tough act, Grimson. Every time you try to choke back tears, they just come out in sniffles and snot instead.
Ha! Shut your gob.
Stings, don't it? Making it all the way to Britae, just to have one of our own stab us in the back. Gods blind me. Just how long do we have to keep these plundering expeditions up? Even I've had more than I can stomach.
How long? Try forever. Losing our homeland to the Direwinter drove us Normans into eking by on what we can loot for over a century. Can't well think of any other way we can live this late in the game.
Why not make one for yourself, then? A new homeland, that is.
Huh? Who the devil are you? Take whatever you're peddling and beat it. Can't you tell a couple of chewed-up, shat-out warriors when you see them?
My name is Ilina. Ilina Balta. I was raised here in Karnak, but my veins run with the blood of Normans. On that note, how would you like to be my shield brother?
You're what? I wrote the lass off as a nutcase. Didn't humor her one bit at the start. But she just kept coming back to see me. That day, the next, and every day after. I learned that her father had gone off to Walhalla during an expedition. For us Norman warriors, being Walhalla bound's the highest honor there is. But after losing her dear old dad, she didn't find the idea all too compelling.
What good is Walhalla if it means leaving everyone else behind in a living Nibelhel?
From then on, Ilina attempted to put a fleet of her own together. We Normans had become sea-going brigands after the Direwinter forced us off our native land. So Ilina wanted to find us a place where we could live in peace, without discrimination. But try as she did to muster some allies to the cause, no one gave her so much as a sidelong glance. At first, I'd only stuck around to kill time while my wounds closed up. Back then, Karnak was packed to the brim with Norman expeditioners. Ilina played it slow and steady, calling out to every ear she could bend till, sure enough, she started gathering up a group of supporters, one member at a time. Some had grown weary of fighting, while others longed for untouched frontiers. By the time we built up Balta Island as the hub of our voyage to find a new homeland, I realized that seeing Ilina's dream through had become my own. But then... planting roots in new soil and making a life as new Normans. That was the dream she envisioned.
Grimson.
Now you know why I'm so bent on putting Rollo under the dirt. That's the least I can do to honor the woman whose ambitions outlived her. After what happened to Ilina, I could see from a Cremelia away that Karja might be targeted as her next blood relative. How the Trident didn't recognize Karja as Rollo's descendant, though, is beyond me.
Could it be? Did you purposefully foster Rollo's return in order to defeat him? Was that your reason for sending Karja out on the Sandras?
Go ahead. Call me a failure of a father. I'll just take it in stride.
How could you?
Adel, it wasn't right, the way we made our problems into yours. But it won't be much longer now. We're putting an end to this whole kit and caboodle. She did, huh? Makes sense. When it comes down to it, I was never much of a parent to her. But since that day, I've sunk everything I've got to give into paving my way here. The point of no return's long gone now.
Karja? She regained consciousness on her own?
What do you know?
Turns out just one punch won't cut it.
2 or 3 ought to do the trick.
Who am I kidding? Let's go 10.
Back to your senses, are ya? Sorry to say, though, it ain't gonna change what I gotta do.
Fine by me. You've got my back, right, Shield Brother? Good answer. Time to hold up to your promise.
Well, say your goodbyes.
How's this?
To end this! I'll chop you in half!
It goes through! It goes through! Tiba!
You two are really hanging in there. Question is, how long can you keep it up? Well, this is around what I expected of you. Too bad it's also the most you can handle. By the time you breathe your last, Rolo.
Crimson's not playing around. I'm getting pretty pissed off over here. You better be ready to eat those words!
I'll chop you in half! What's a guy gotta do to achieve your dream?
Get over yourself and face me, Crimson! Hey! There's a lot more where that came from. Did we get him?
Not too shabby. Gotta say, the years are really catching up to me. But the thing is, I'm in too deep to go down and out.
Such speed!
Grimson.
Flamey, did those cuffs just...
You're...
It can't be.
Ilona, is that you?
It's always the same with you, isn't it? Can't communicate with others worth squat, yet you'll bust your butt to the bone for them.
What?
Mom? Yep, that's me. It's been too long.
All this time, you were the shackles of mana binding these two together? By what means?
I don't really have a grasp on it myself. Save that it's allowed me to watch over my daughter, my Karja, this whole way through.
You've been... watching?
As for you, Grimson... I could swear I said not to torment yourself over me. So why is it that I find you crossing blades with our little girl?
Ilona.
You aren't the one at fault, and neither is Karja, needless to say. You didn't just support my dream. You ran yourself ragged to help me achieve it. It just so happened that a few teensy little mishaps piled up from there. Am I wrong?
teensy little mishaps. Now, if that ain't the understatement of the century.
Rather than standing against Karja, you ought to be standing beside her. That's what a father does, am I wrong?
Mom.
Karja, this is one cruel destiny I've saddled you with. You won't hear me apologize, though. Not just because it wasn't my fault, but because it would mean regretting my bringing you into this world, and that wouldn't sit right with me. Worst of all, it would be spitting on the life you've been striving so hard to lead.
Right.
So, instead of asking forgiveness, I'll be giving you all the support I can. Now and forever.
I don't even know what to say. Thank you for saving me.
Just look at how much you've grown. Adel? Sorry. You're the one who deserves an apology. What with the way I roped you into this mess. That said, I'm glad it was you who happened upon Leela's shell. Something tells me you would have lent a hand even without my meddling. On that note, what do you say to becoming our son-in-law? You'd make a fine Norman. Huh? Put you on the spot, have I? Seems my time's up. I'll go with a smile, though. It's not often you get to speak from beyond the grave.
Not so fast.
Grimson, maybe try not to forget my parting words so quickly this time, The rest is up to you, Karja. Go get him.
Right. Mom. What sheer force of will.
Huh?
It would seem those shackles are a manifestation of Ilena's resolve.
How did that even happen?
The reason her will has assumed physical form is unknown to me. Perhaps it would have been possible with the power of the Sea King's throne, but...
I see. Hey, Grimson! What now? You still looking to fight?
The mood's past. Reckon I'll take some good long puffs and mull things over.
Let's move on ahead, Adel. Right. Thanks. All right. Let's get back to searching for Rollo's room. I'm not about to sit around waiting for a savior. Better to carve your own path forward.
Karja, your fortitude never ceases to amaze me.
Look, there's a treasure chest! goes!
How's that?
Looks valuable. I'll be right back.
Switch!
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 Switch! Yeah.
Switch! Hup! Yeah!
Switch!
Something's here.
Yeah!
Switch! Yeah.
Switch out! Hup! Yeah! Yeah! Eat this! Huh? Yeah! Shove off! Going somewhere? Huh? Yeah! Ah! Going somewhere? There! Go! Huh? 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 Huh?
Switch!
Switch!
Switch! Yeah. Yeah.
Switch!
Switch!
Switch out! Yeah! Huh? Huh?
Switch! Hut! Hut! Yeah! Hut! Hut! Yeah! Yeah! Hut! Hut! Looks valuable. Stronger the better. Yeah.
Switch!
Switch! I'm back, Karja. Let's tackle it together. How's that? Team up! Blast off!
How's this?
treasure chest! Hut. Let's catch our breath.
What's this room? It's sparse, to say the least.
While that may be so, I do believe this is Rollo's personal cabin. The man would always furnish his quarters with only the barest of necessities.
Wait a sec. Have you never been in this ark before, Leela?
The two of us were not in each other's company from the deluge onward. Rollo was hastening to ensure the safety of all in his realm, be they man, beast, or vegetation. At that same time, I was fully preoccupied with keeping the three generals at bay. We entrusted our daughter, Lana, to one of Rollo's men, after which... This ark, as you already know, disappeared with Rollo as its passenger. As for our daughter, I never saw her again either.
Must have left you at a real loss. What say we turn this place inside out then? Maybe it'll help us fill in a few blanks.
Karja, I would appreciate that.
Fly ball! A rare find!
Is this a hand-drawn sea chart?
Yes. It appears to map out the cicatrix.
What's this X for? Comes with a note, too. The unconscious path where the rainbow meets the northern lights. First thing that springs to mind is that island that keeps running away from us. The rainbow and unconscious path parts, on the other hand, have me lost. Maybe we're better off heading for wherever that X marks instead of racking our brains into mush. Aye, and going by this map, doesn't look all that far from here.
Indeed, your words may very well ring true.
All right, then it's settled. Let's circle back to the Sandras and set sail on the double.
Hugel, you're back!
Full speed ahead! There are ice floes drifting all over the place. Mind that they don't touch the hull, please.
You do hear countless tales of ships colliding with them and sinking.
It's like they say, nature's as beautiful as it is cruel. Stay on the alert, Adel.
It seems the Balta Sea Force has already withdrawn from the Rogue Sea.
They always did know when to quit. At least we can move freely around the Rogue Sea now.
This area seems very expansive. We should take a look around before heading to Bifrost.
The wind feels amazing.
I didn't expect something like this.
We're going at a real nice clip.
Lady Iluna, founder of the Balta Sea Force. I would have loved to meet her.
Did you look anything like your mother, Karja? The way you do with Leela?
Don't ask me. Only impression I got is that we're worlds apart, personality-wise. Still, it was a real breath of fresh air watching her chew Grimson out. Can't say the same about her asking Adol to be her son-in-law, though.
Son-in-law? How did that happen? Details, now!
What are you two getting all up in arms about?
Rollo. Those humongous arcs he built ended up saving lives by, well, the boatload. At first, I'd written him off as just some mind-blowingly ruthless thug. No offense.
Think nothing of it. What you speak is the truth. However, once freed from the malice, there was no man more pure-hearted and compassionate. His kingly duties kept him exceedingly busy. Yet he always made time for me and our daughter. And in sleep, his harsh countenance would soften into that of a child. My darling roly-poly. Perhaps I've said too much.
So, even spirits can get all lovey-dovey.
This is the eastern region of the Cicatrix. The location marked on Rollo's sea chart is nearby.
Let's prep up and make our way there. You all ready for this, crew?
Ready! A quick scan of our sea charts shows we've hit almost every corner of Obelia Gulf now.
My, how the time flies. It feels like we've taken this adventure as far as it can go. The waves are growing tumultuous.
Steer with care, Adol. We don't want the ship keeling over. That aside, this should be just around where the sea chart was marked.
I beg to differ. The entirety of this region is blanketed in a tremendous amount of mana. What could this mean?
Dead ahead!
The unconscious path where the rainbow meets the northern lights.
Hey! Look through the rainbow! There it is!
Almost makes the rainbow look like a gate.
What a breathtaking sight!
Adol! Set a course over yonder!
Captain Karja Balta. Would Captain Karja Balta please come to the sick bay immediately?
Yeesh, what's the deal, Mirabelle? I'm busy here.
None of that now, Missy. You promised you would get regular checkups, remember? Look, you're growing flushed again already. Rollo and the Berserker state are clearly taking their toll on your body.
It's huge! Just a little further, and we'll pass right beneath it!
I always thought rainbows were supposed to disappear when you get near them.
Here's hoping this doesn't turn into another game of tag.
Fingers crossed!
Huh. It actually stayed in place for once.
I've never seen birds like those in Obelia Gulf.
That species. From what I recall, their nesting grounds were swept clean away by the deluge.
Stay the course. We're going ashore on that island. Real picturesque, huh?
Well, Adel, this the island you were aiming for?
But how did you even know about this island anyway? I mean, this is your first time being here, right?
Viewpoint Isle. This is quite a revelation.
So that's what was going on all those times you spaced out. And you say that old-timer told you to bring me here, aye?
Are you sure that's a good idea? I mean, you still have no clue who he actually is.
The more we hear about him, the less he sounds like just your average person.
I may be out of the loop here. But you trust the guy, right, Adel? All those mana tricks you picked up here helped me out too. In a second-hand sort of way. Plus, it's the only lead we've got. If you're willing to take a chance, then so am I.
Miss Kaja.
Well, if there's one thing I know about Adel, it's that he'd never turn his back on an uncanny island like this. So, might as well hit the ground running.
The rest of us will keep the ship on standby. That way, we can flee at a moment's notice if anything goes wrong.
Adel, I ask that you allow me to accompany you. My thanks. The two of you should make sure to prepare thoroughly, for caution's sake.
Are there enemies in store?
Whether they are friend or foe, I cannot say. Only that something of great portent awaits you.
Well, nobody else is on this island except that old-timer, according to Adel. There do seem to be some beasts roaming about, though, so we'll stay on our toes. This island sure is beautiful. Makes the little things seem like they don't even matter. Zone out, and you could end up forgetting what you're after. Let's hurry and meet that old-timer.
We can...
Should be a good spot to rest. We can't go through here. Alley-oop! Mana! Mana Sense might come in handy.
place is straight out of a dream. Doesn't look like anyone's home. Did he leave you a note?
Dear Adol, well done making it to this isle. The final key is your flesh and blood self. Take care not to leave anything behind. I shall await you in the rightful location.
The final key? And this rightful location bit's just as vague. Any idea what they might point to?
I think there's something around here.
Sword? Looks pretty dated, but formidable all the same.
Adol, take that sword if you would. I suspect it will prove indispensable moving forward. What was that? The sword from the chest? But why would it...
Eyes up!
It would appear plain that the sword is reacting to that pillar of light. Just what is that area, Adol?
Well, it's bidding us to head up there no matter which way you slice it. We might as well take up the invite. Let's go see what that pillar's about.
Switch! Rage! Mana of fire!
I've been thinking this since we arrived. But damn, that thing is so huge it's ridiculous.
We'll need to find a way to climb it. Let's proceed with caution.
I bet we can catch something here. Here goes! Here goes!
You?
So fast! Let's tackle it together! Yeah! Let's keep it up! Let's make tracks! How's that?
Watch this!
How's this?
Eat this! Watch this!
Blast off!
You?
Nice breeze! How's this? Think again! Team up! How's this? How's this? Monosense might come in handy here. Didn't expect this here. How's this? Caught the wind! How's this?
Watch this!
Dodge this!
Watch this!
Dodge this! How's this? Now we're even more in sync!
Don't let your guard down just yet, Adol.
How's this? Doing this!
Can't catch me!
How's this?
Watch this!
Blast off!
You?
Form up! Doing this! How's that? How's this?
Watch this!
Doing this! I think there's something around here. Let's make tracks!
You?
So fast! How's this? Team up!
off! How's this? How's this? Dodge this! Black off! How's this? How's this? Dodge this! Team up! Black off! How's this? You?
Look, Adol! We can see the entire island at a glance from up here. So you went on a secret adventure all over this place, huh? Sneaky, sneaky.
Team up! Black off! How's that?
A rare find! Nice breeze! Nice breeze!
You
caught the wind!
You?
So fast! Something's there. A rare find! Stronger the better!
You?
Nice breeze! Caught the wind!
There it is!
This pillar... It seems to be controlling the vast measures of mana that permeate this isle.
What for, though?
To open the entrance, presumably. As well as to ensure that whatever occurs within will exert no influence on the world without.
Entrance? Where? All I'm seeing is a dead end.
Yes. Without question. Our beckoner likely awaits us beyond it.
He sure is making a big to-do out of this. What do you think the old-timers' game is here? Aye. Time to roll up our sleeves and step to it.
If I may ask, what sort of person is this elderly gentleman you've been meeting with, Adol? I can imagine how.
You said he was able to use mana, right? There's a chance he could be a Norman. Something wrong, Leela?
Not at all. Let us hurry ahead.
Right.
Yeah.